Alright, in the last lecture, we've learned about writing a basic Python syntax. We learned about variables, data types. We did some simple math operations as well. Now let's move on to the day 2. So let's create a new notebook once again. Right, so talking about day 3. So today we are going to learn about something very interesting. It's called control structures and conditional statements. Right, so a couple of very interesting topics, and very I mean in terms of interviews you will definitely encounter these kind of topics for sure, right? So pay attention to this one. Now let's say I want to go to a movie, okay, and I don't know about the ticket price. I just have 100 rupees in my pocket, okay, and now the bunch of movies in the PVR, right? So let's say I went to a PVR. There are like 3-4 movies that are playing, and each movie ticket is in a different price, right? And one movie is 120 rupees, another movie is 90 rupees, another movie is 150 rupees, and the other one is like 200 rupees. Okay, now I only have 100 rupees, so I can't go any movie which cost me more than 100 rupees, right? Now I can go to a movie which is less than or equal to 100 rupees, isn't it? Now let's say I want to create this whole logic in Python, right? So I have some money in the pocket. There is a movie that is playing and I know the ticket price, right? So will I be able to go that movie or not? So what do we do in general? What do we do? Simple common sense. I'll just compare, right? You compare the ticket price with the money in your pocket and then you decide, right? Now, whatever I've mentioned in a plain English language, let's try to do that in the same Python, okay? So Python is, sometimes it's like reading a book. So let's see how it actually feels like reading a book, okay? I'll write the code first and then I'll explain you so that you actually understand. Just observe while I'm writing the code and then I'll explain you the things in detail, right? Now ticket price, just observe carefully. I'm using ticket price and I'm using an underscore. So this is called an underscore, right? So the one which is basically after 0 in your keyboard, right? So if you put a shift and this, you'll get this underscore. So this is called an underscore, right? So ticket underscore price. So I would always recommend use this. So a lot of people, what they do is, if it is ticket price, they type like this, right? Or they type something like this, ticket price, right? So I would recommend use lowercase most of the times. Don't use uppercase. Like some people type it this way, right? So just like in English, right? So I would recommend don't. So use lowercase completely. So ticket, and if you have two words, separate them by an underscore like this. So ticket price. So let's say ticket price is 100 rupees and my wallet size is, okay, so let's make ticket price 90 rupees, isn't it? And my wallet size is 100. Okay, and now let's run it. Now these are nothing but your variables. These are nothing but your values. So let's add more code cells here. Okay, so now if you look for ticket underscore price and run this. So by the way, you can also run this every time. You don't have to click on this. You can do control enter. So control enter is a shortcut to run your code, right? So we've learned about another shortcut. I'll put this shortcut, control plus enter to run the code, right? So control plus enter automatically runs your code. Now, as you said, we have to compare these two, right? So ticket price and wallet size. Now for comparison in Python, what we use, it is called if. Okay, so let's see how do you actually compare. If ticket price, right? So now my ticket price, if it is less than my wallet, right, or equal to, right? So less than or equal to, then what I say is I'm just printing, just follow me. I understand. So David, what are you writing? Okay, this is wallet size. So let's use wallet size. I'll write it first and then I'll explain it to you. okay, wallet size, then print, hooray, I can go to this movie, right? And else, sad, I don't have enough purse. Okay, if you run this, so what you get is, okay, you see my wallet size is 100, my ticket price is 90, and then okay, so I'm comparing these two, I'm getting this output. Okay, so David, now tell us the magic. What did you write here? Right, as I said, we are doing a comparison, ticket price, wallet size. How am I comparing? So these are the less than, equal to, so these are nothing but comparison symbols. So you will do a comparison using less than symbol, greater than symbol, less than or equal to symbol, greater than or equal to symbol, right? So sometimes use double equal to and not equal to as well. So these are called not equal to, and this is equal to, right? So less than, greater than, less than equal to, greater than or equal to, double equals to, or not equals to, right? So ticket price, if my ticket price is less than my wallet size, I can go to this movie, else I can't go to this, right? So I don't have enough purse, right? Now, okay, so David, I see some interesting characters, and I see you've put some space here, right? So what's going on, right? Now the way you write this whole if statements is basically, this is nothing but a flow chart, right? So this is nothing but a flow chart. If I have this happens. If I don't, this happens, right? So let's say in elections you have two parties, right? Whoever wins the majority, they win. If they don't, they lose. In cricket, if the team chases the score, they win. If they don't chase, they lose, right? So similarly, even here as well, if my wallet size is greater than the ticket price, I go to this movie, right? Now, okay, if the way I just write some skeleton code as well, so that you understand this. So you write an if, and then you compare, right? And then you have to put a colon symbol. So every time you write an if, it has to ends with a colon symbol, right? Sometimes this compare is also called condition, right? So I'm using condition here, okay? If, and then your condition, then close your condition with a colon, then click on enter. So because I'm using collab, it automatically understands that, okay, this is an if, I have to give some space, right? Now, why this space? Why not write from here? So that is a convention. Like, so some programming languages, they have these brackets. You have to write a code within these brackets. For example, C, you have to put these brackets and you write it. So this is different. So Python is like a more posh language. You don't need brackets, just give a space, I'll understand. Okay. So here I'm giving double spaces. Sometimes you have to give 4 spaces. And here you write your execution. That's whatever you want to do. That's what you want to do. If it is this, so I wanted to print something, so I printed something. Okay. Now then, if every if is followed by an else, right? So then else, then what happens here? You can write to do statement here, and then that's all, right? So this is how if, then a condition, then to do, then else, and then you mention what to do here as well. Okay. Now this is a simple case. I hope you understood. So what did we do? So we took a couple of variables, then we compared it, then we wrote our simple statement. Now for example, let's say I have another problem. Okay. Now I have a set of marks out of 100. So let's say I've achieved 85. Okay. And in my school, the grading system is something like this, right? So if you are 90 plus, then you get an A plus. Okay. Then if you are 80 plus, you get an A. If you are 70 plus, you get a B plus, right? If you are 60 plus, you get a B. And let's imagine if you are less than 60, you fail. Okay. So I'm being very harsh here, I know. You fail. Okay, so now, okay, it's no longer one condition, there are multiple conditions. So how do we tackle this situation? So in this case, we use something called not just if and else, we also use something called ELIF. Okay, so let's see how do we do that. Okay, now as we know, let us add more codes here. Okay, so yes, now if my marks, we already understood how to write a condition, so let's use that. If my marks are greater than or equals to 90, which is an integer, you close the condition with a colon. So it is a good practice to put your condition in brackets. So let's say I put brackets here, right? So yes, print, what do I say, a plus. Okay, now here what you can do is, instead of putting else, you can type in elif, then again put some condition, your marks greater than or equals to 80, right? Then print, what do you get, a, isn't it? Then same elif, then again marks greater than or equal to 70, then yes, okay, 1 second, I missed it. Okay, you put a colon, print, this is b plus, and so on. You keep writing it until you fulfill all the conditions greater than or equals to 60, then print b, then here you can write else, print fail. Okay, so now let us put some marks above here as well. So marks, let's say I've got 91 now, so let's run this. So let's see what happens. Okay, you see we have built our own grading system, automatically gives you the grade a plus. Let's modify it to, let's say 76. Okay, 76 is a b plus. Or let's say I got only 40, then it's a fail, unfortunately, right? So this is how you can use if, else, or if and elif as well. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed it. See you in the next one.